That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't, we
quick
can't, we
question?
can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Trae Young didn't make the All-Star team. I got a text message about it in the middle of me talking about the joint, in the middle of me talking about Justin, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Another year where they're doing this to Trae Young. Um, they do this. They do this all the time, bro. The politics over here is so sickening. Year in and year out, it's truly nasty work. I don't care. Like I heard the thing of like, well, coaches vote for the reserves, and it looks like he pushed 2-3 coaches out. I literally do not care. It is ridiculous to lead the league and assist. He's been the best point guard in the Eastern Conference in the first half of the season. For the past week, Trae Young has not played well. For the rest of the season, Trae Young has played head and shoulders above every other single guard in the Eastern Conference. Donovan Mitchell needs to become a starter because of his team's record. He deserved that. Cade Cunningham deserved the All-Star nod for the way he's playing and getting Detroit really on the map. For real, for real. He deserves that, right? Who else? Jalen Brunson. Okay, you can make an argument for him. He's kind of on the. I think Trae's played better overall consistently than Jalen Brunson this season. Trae Young not making it. Hold on. Here's the guards that made it. Darius Garland, Cade Cunningham. And it looks like the two wild cards for Damian Lillard and Tyler. Damian Lillard and Tyler Hero, I want you to be so serious with me right now. And Tyler Hero has had a great season. I believe he's averaging like 20-something points, right? He's having a great season. He's averaging 24 points a game. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He's shooting nearly 50% from the field. This is crazy, though. This is crazy. In my opinion, we look at Damian Lillard, bro. We look at Damian Lillard. This is insane, bro. Damian Lillard is averaging 25.7 assists and nearly 5 rebounds. Trae Young's leading the league in assists, bro. He leads the league in clutch points. I don't understand what's going on right now. I don't. And then if you want to go DG, we go DG because they got 2 All-Stars from having the best record. Okay, they got their 2. Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell. They got their 2. You telling me Darius Garland is an All-Star over Trae Young this year? You can't tell me with a straight face Darius Garland is an All-Star over Trae Young this season, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. And it happens year after year after year. One year, Trae was on his high horse, and they asked him to be a replacement, you know what I'm saying, after other people couldn't get in, things of that sort. It's averaging 11 assists. Crazy. We're over 22 points, nearly 23 points a game, averaging 11 assists, leading the league in assists. Crazy. Anyways, year after year, one year Trae was trying to be cute. They asked him to be an injury replacement. He turned it down. And he said, no, don't try to get me now. And then ever since then, he was like, yeah, I'll accept it now. There's no reason why Trae shouldn't be on Team USA. There's no reason why he wasn't on the team the year they sent out Bobby Portis and Austin Reeves and Tyrese Halliburton. There's no reason why he shouldn't have been on the team at the Olympics with Tyrese Halliburton picked over him. There's no reason why he's constantly being picked over at the All-Star game. It's literally because people do not like Trae Young. You could look at the field goal percentage, right? Because some of those other guys were shooting darn near 50% from the field. What Trae has to do, you look at the context of the team and everything like that, and just roll within the team. Trae has the ball in his hands majority of the time. He is literally the Atlanta Hawks offense, and he has been the Atlanta Hawks offense ever since he was drafted in 2018. Literally, the offense looks completely different without Trae Young on the floor than when Trae Young's on the floor. That changed a little bit this year for like 2 weeks with Jalen Johnson running point forward for the Hawks. And then Jalen Johnson's out for the season. This is crazy. It happens every single year. There's no excuse for this. They ask why ratings are down in the NBA, and just look at the way that you guys treat some of your own stars. Literally, look at the way that you treat your own stars. People who casually follow the NBA legitimately think Trae Young is a mediocre basketball player because of lazy narratives and things like this. Things like this is the reason why people think Trae Young isn't that good. And then when Trae Young comes into their arena and they Trae Young, and he hits a logo three, he comes off on a steal outlet pass, a crazy pass that you ain't never seen before. He's the best passer in the league. It's him and Jokic, and it's been him and Jokic and everybody else for the past 5 years. Halliburton, I guess, the exception last year. Halliburton was in the discussion as well last year with all of his assists. It is ridiculous. It's honestly sad. It's a tragedy. It's a shame. It's like Gilbert Arenas was talking about, what did he say? When he said he was talking about like OKC or Cleveland. He said, man, ain't nobody watching Cleveland. He said, we watching Cleveland, but we not really watching Cleveland. And that's a whole nother, like, what? What are we talking about right now, bro? We really watching Cleveland, but we not really watching Cleveland. Bruh, and this, like, talks about money, bro. This affects your money. Trae don't get all NBA. Trae don't get the USA team. Trae don't get all-star. And that affects his money. That's contract stipulations. That's bonuses that he's missing out on. When his play, he did his part on the court. And now he's not being rewarded for it financially because of hidden agendas, and they don't like him. And I think he pushed this coach out, and I stand in solidarity with this coach, Lloyd Pierce, Nate McMillan. Man, what are we doing right now, bro? That's all I'm saying, man. This is ridiculous. It's going too far. It is going too far, bro. Congratulations to Cade Cunningham. Another reason why ratings are down. Enough people aren't highlighting the Pistons. The most publicity I've seen from the Pistons this season, real talk, this is all jokes aside, bro, is Isaiah Stewart getting technical fouls and getting ejected from games from fighting folks. That's the most publicity I've seen from the Detroit Pistons all season. If you didn't know, if you wasn't even paying attention, you wouldn't have known that the Detroit Pistons have done a complete 180 this season. They're a good team. Another untold storyline in the NBA this season, the Thompson twins. People have been talking about Amin for the past week, but Asar is also doing his job. Asar and Amin are both two of the NBA's best young talents. Both of the Thompson twins worked out. They didn't go to the NBA. They took the alternate route. They went to OTE down in Atlanta. Shout out to Overtime. I got the hoodie on right now. They went 4-5, top 5 in the draft, and they both panned out to what they were supposed to be. Early on in the season, they just turned 22 today. Why aren't they being pushed more? This is part of the problem. You talk about it ain't the talent, it ain't this. A part of it is the product of, like, okay, the way that the games are shaped with a billion threes now, no defense, final scores being 135 to 136, everything like that. Of course, that is a large part of it. But talent is not an issue. You're not pushing out the talent. You're still pushing Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry. We get it. They're 40 years old and they're still playing at a high level. They're about to leave. And you guys are stuck now. Zion was supposed to be it. Okay. Zion, in addition to everything else, I watched Zion last night for the first time in his pro career in person. Simply amazing talent, generational, everything that people talked about him being coming into the draft. He had a insane stat line through his first 19 minutes, like 25 points in his first 19 minutes, 3 steals, a couple blocks, like 5 rebounds. It was something crazy like that, right? Crazy stat line in his first 19 minutes. At the same token, outside of him barely playing and him having his off the court drama and stuff like that he's had in the past, Zion hasn't really developed his game much from high school. It's the same thing of like, okay, he powers downhill. If he's playing point forward, more than likely he's going to drive to the basket because no one can stop him. He's stronger than everybody. And they play hack-a-Shaq. They play hack-a-Zion now because he still struggles at the free throw line and he still struggles with hitting the open jump shot on a consistent basis. That is an issue. Okay, so Zion didn't replace LeBron James. Lonzo did not replace LeBron James. Lonzo messed up his knee. Okay, there's that. Wemby's living up to the expectation. But Wemby's also in San Antonio. San Antonio still isn't winning that many games. Chris Paul has had an amazing bounce back season, getting a chance to play, getting a chance to be in the rotation, and getting a chance to stand next to the giant miracle that Wemby is, Victor Wembanyama is. That isn't being pushed enough, in my opinion, by the NBA. There are so many storylines, so many players, so many people that just aren't being spoken about enough. This is an incredible era of NBA basketball in terms of just individual talent, what some of these guys can do, and it's not being talked about enough. We're still focusing on the same 3 people and then getting upset or feeling confused on why this ain't happening. The reason why the NBA is suffering is because one of the better players in the league, Jason Tatum, mostly just faced jokes. Luka, one of the best players in the league, mostly just faced fat jokes. Jokic mostly faced, he doesn't care about his job. He doesn't care about the NBA jokes. I don't know, man. It's just humor and memes and everything have just kind of like, I feel like ruined the whole thing. Anyways, let me see what the West Coast is. The West Coast. Ant-Man, Anthony Davis, AD, James Harden, Jaren Jackson Jr. Congratulations to Jaren Jackson Jr. Hey, our Prince Shingun. Congratulations to Shingun. Jalen Williams. J-Dub is an all-star? What? That must be an OKC gift. I ain't gonna lie to you, and Wemby. So J-Dub gets in over Brody, Jalen Green. Let's look at the numbers, man. Jalen Williams, bro. Let's look at the numbers, bro. J-Dub gets in as an all-star. What? Okay, hold on. Here we go. J-Dub, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Jalen Johnson definitely would have made it if he was healthy. That's a side note. But let me see. Jalen Green. 21, 4, and 2. Makes sense. Adds up. I'm not going to lie to you. J-Dub gets in, though. It's crazy. Oh, Sabonis. They're talking about Sabonis. Sabonis over Shingun. I don't know, man. Shingun kind of crazy, boy. I tell you, that boy crazy. Oh, hold on. I'm not even sharing the tab. I'll probably go Sabonis over. Sabonis is averaging 14 rebounds a game? I didn't even know Sabonis was averaging 14 rebounds a game. Yeah, put in Sabonis over J-Dub. And salute to J-Dub. But Sabonis averaging 14 rebounds a game? This man averaging 21 and 15, bro, and 6. See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Once again, I made the same video last year. I literally made the same video last year. I'll probably even link it. I made this same video last year about Fox and Sabonis not getting in the West and Trae not getting in the East. This is ridiculous, bro. I don't know what it is with the Kings. I don't know what they got against the Kings. I know the Kings, they're not as good as they used to be. Okay. But the league leader in rebounders and the league leader in assists aren't all-stars. Every other category, major category, they're all-stars. Wemby all-star, SGA all-star. Steph Curry, all-star. Dyson Daniels, not an all-star, but it's okay. I understand that. These two not being all-stars is crazy. You know what? We could probably even go down to the top 2. Everybody except for Walker Kessler on this list has been an all-star. Well, LaMelo Ball also was not an all-star. How many games he played, though? Because LaMelo put up some crazy numbers, but how many games did he put up? How many games has he played? He's played 31 games. 31 out of how many games? 31 out of how many games? They are. So he hasn't played 12 games this year. I kind of get that. I kind of get that for LaMelo. I'm not even going to lie to you. I get it. You didn't play 12 games this year. That's kind of like more than a handful, for real. But Sabonis, how many games Sabonis played? Let me see. Hold on, give me a second. Sabonis played 44 games this season. That's enough to be an all-star. Trae Young, how many games did Trae Young play this season? Trae Young has played 43 games this season. That's enough to be an all-star. Doesn't make sense, bro. Doesn't make sense. And it happens year after year after year. But salute to JJJ. He's been the best player, like they said, for Memphis this season. Salute to Anthony Davis. Anthony Edwards has been struggling this season, but it's still nice to see him, man. That isn't a Atlanta legend, of course. She is struggling, quote unquote struggling. This joker averaging 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Crazy. Shout out to Ant-Man. But yeah. I guess if anything, I got Sabonis in for Jalen Williams in the West. In the East, I got Trae Young over Darius Garland, bro. And that's it. That's all I have for today. Let me see if anything else. I think I'm done for today. All right, you guys have a great night. Everything like that. The replay will be up soon tonight. And until next time, as always, please take care of yourselves. Y'all be safe for sure.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.